Welcome to the 2025 Outrageous Pardon Awards, the only award show where the nominees are criminals, and somehow the president is the one giving out trophies.
Welcome to the 2025 Outrageous Pardon Awards. This can't be ignored. Welcome to the 2025 Most Outrageous Pardon Award.
Tonight, we are rolling out the red carpet, not for Hollywood, but for the most jaw-dropping pardons Donald Trump handed out this year. Normally, pardons are for people who were wrongfully convicted, or over-sentenced, or caught up in an unjust system. But under Trump, pardons are more like backstage passes for political loyalists, billionaire donors, and international drug traffickers. And because this list is truly astonishing, we decided to honor it the only possible way: an award show. That's right. We have categories, nominees, and the grand prize of the most outrageous pardon of the year. Spoiler alert, you already know who's winning. Welcome back to Breaking the Feed. I am Sylvia Salazar, and today we have a very different show. We're going to try to make sense of this political circus that is unfolding before our eyes, and today we have a full production. If the Oscars had this much scandal, viewership would go up. So I honestly wasn't planning to host an award show, but when I looked at the list of pardons that Trump has handed out this year, I was like, okay, we need to do this in a big way. We're going to need outfits, we're going to need categories, and I wish we had a live band to play people off. But before we get into these scandals, I want you to tell me, which movie was totally robbed of Best Picture? What Oscar injustice you'll never forgive? Drop it in the comments because I want to know. Let the awards begin. Our first category is Best Performance in Financial Fraud. The winner is David Gentile. I think that's how you pronounce his name, but I really do not care. This guy was convicted for running a deceptive investment scheme where investors lost millions, and the man barely unpacked his toothbrush before Trump commuted his sentence. So he built a fake investment empire, people lost millions of dollars, and the judge said, you get 7 years. Trump said, how about 0? A stunning win for crimes that took longer to commit than the time served category. Let's go to category number 2. Lifestyle achievement in exploiting the elderly. Yes, the elderly. The winner is a man by the name of Joseph Schwartz. So this guy was running nursing homes like a one-man demolition show. Everything was a wreck: finances, care, and safety. And eventually he was nailed for Medicaid fraud and tax evasion, pleading guilty in a $38 million tax fraud scheme tied to the nursing homes that he owned all over the country. Then Trump swooped in with a pardon. And Arkansas basically said, that's adorable, but we'd like to get him back into prison. So their attorney general, a guy by the name of Tim Griffin, even asked the judge to ship Schwartz straight to an Arkansas state lockup the moment that he was unleashed back onto the public. So, yeah, when the state government looks at the pardon and says reverse card like it's a game of Uno, you know that the nominee deserves an award, right? Category number 3. Drama of the Year, Political Scandal Edition. And obviously the winner has to be George Santos. Yes, the former congressman. Because he's not just a messy liar. The guy was convicted on 23 counts of fraud and identity theft for using his donors' credit cards without permission, making fake charges, and lying to the FEC about where the money came from. He stole from his own supporters, faked his campaign finances, and treated other people's identities like it was his personal ATM. So, duh, he got expelled from Congress. Go figure. He was convicted of stealing from donors and committing campaign fraud. He was sentenced to more than 7 years. Now, Trump didn't pardon him. He stepped in to commute his sentence. So, not wiping it away, just making it shorter, kind of like you're editing a YouTube video. If fraud were a talent competition, Santos would get a Lifetime Achievement Award. Category number 4. Outstanding Achievement in Billionaire Favoritism. The winner is Changpeng Zhao. People refer to him as CZ, founder of Binance. Prosecutors said that CZ let billions move through Binance with almost no anti-money laundering safeguards, which is a dream setup for criminals in sanctioned countries, right? The guy pled guilty, stepped down as CEO, and was supposed to serve 4 months in jail. But here's the part that's interesting. Binance was an investor in Jared Kushner's venture capital fund. Jared is married to Ivanka, one of Trump's daughters. And the company has supported Trump's family crypto ventures. So it shouldn't shock you that the Wall Street Journal reported that Binance hired a lobbyist to pursue the pardon. And watch this clip from 60 Minutes, because this is wild.
Why did you pardon him?
Okay, are you ready? I don't know who he is. I know he got a 4-month sentence or something like that. And I heard it was a Biden witch hunt.
In 2025, his crypto exchange Binance helped facilitate a $2 billion purchase of World Liberty Financial's stablecoin. And then you pardoned CZ. How do you address the appearance of pay for play?
Well, here's the thing. I know nothing about it because I'm too busy doing the other.
But
I can only tell you that.
Excuse me, people. That's not justice. That's taking care of the people who take care of his family. Don't you think? Okay, category number 5. Excellence in overturning democracy. This one, it was honestly a tie. And the winners are Rudy Giuliani and Mark Meadows. Rudy was convicted of criminally conspiring to overturn the 2020 election. He was pushing fake electors and spreading lies that put election workers in danger, right? So the judge said he did it on purpose. And honestly, we should have seen this coming. This is the same guy who held a major legal press conference in the parking lot of Four Seasons Total Landscaping, which was between a crematorium and a sex shop. Trump pardoned him anyway because Rudy wasn't just a co-conspirator. He was the guy running point on all this chaos. So if there was an award for most loyal henchman, Rudy would win it every time. But remember, this is a tie with Mark Meadows because he wasn't some innocent bystander. Mark Meadows was Trump's chief of staff. He was charged for helping to coordinate the fake elector scheme and pressuring state officials to throw out legitimate results. So prosecutors say that he wasn't watching the coup attempt, he was helping manage it. And of course, Trump pardoned him because that's what Trump does. So if Trudy was the hype man, then Mark Meadows was the project manager. Now, category number 6. Most people pardon at once. So the winner is the massive January 6 pardon of 1,500 people. Yes, 1,500. That includes Enrique Tarrio, which is the leader of the Proud Boys, who was convicted of seditious conspiracy and sentenced to 22 years for helping coordinate the attack on the Capitol. Trump issued an unconditional pardon for nearly everyone convicted for January 6th. This wasn't clemency. It was a, thanks for storming the Capitol. Gift bags are in the lobby. People, this category shattered every record. But now, please pay attention to the grand prize, the most outrageous pardon of the year, Juan Orlando Hernandez. Cue dramatic music. Bum, bum, bum. Ladies and gentlemen, and everyone watching in disbelief, we have arrived at our final award. This year's top honor goes to a man United States officials described as the head of one of the world's largest and most violent drug trafficking conspiracies. Former president of Honduras, Juan Orlando Hernandez, convicted of turning his government into a cocaine pipeline. He has now been officially pardoned by Donald Trump. this isn't just one of the most outrageous pardons of the year. It might be one of the most outrageous pardons in modern U.S. history. I would bet that when DEA agents heard about this, you could almost hear the sounds of their souls leaving their bodies. Because, let's be serious, Trump didn't just bend the rules. He didn't stretch the rules. He vaporized the rules. Hernandez accepting this award is like, or this pardon, is like El Chapo cutting the ribbon at the new DEA headquarters. This is a truly historic moment. And the only way to deal with this absurdity is by making fun of it, because I just want to take my hairs out, pull my hairs out, whatever. We have to zoom out for a moment. In any functioning democracy, pardons are used to correct injustices like wrongful convictions or excessive sentences or extreme circumstances, right? But Trump uses pardons like a loyalty shield, a political bribe, a tool for rewarding corruption, or a warning shot to investors. And the interesting thing is that other countries strip people of, their titles, like former Prince Andrew. And here we apparently restore their freedom before their mugshot even finishes uploading. This is not law and order. This is lawlessness with stationery. Now, if all of this leaves you thinking, how is this even real? I want you to take a deep breath. I know that I made fun of this whole thing because sometimes the only way I can deal with all of this chaos is to make jokes about it, to process it. And I know that that was a lot. And I understand if you don't get the sense of humor, because none of this is funny, okay? It's not funny. But we're in this together. And honestly, hearing from you makes things better for us. And when we can share your calls with the community, I know that other people don't feel as lonely. Now, if you have opinions about pardons, I want to know who you would have added to tonight's ceremony. You can call us at 503-212-4600. You can remain anonymous, or you can leave your name, or if you want to do it over email, I'm appreciating all the emails that I've been getting lately. You can reach me at shout@breakingthefeed.com. You, me, the Danger Corps, we are shining a light, not lighting a shine. We need to keep shining a light on these patterns, and we need to make sure that people understand what is going on. We need to fracture the narrative that Trump, and all his goons are trying to build. Now, just remember, this is a very special space to be safe, be in community. And if you learned something new, please share this episode, subscribe, and bring somebody else with you next time, because we want to hear about it. Don't worry, not all of them are going to be goofy award shows. But if you liked this little format experiment that we did, let me know in the comments. I am Sylvia Salazar, and this is Breaking the Feed on the Dangerous Ones Network. Bye.
Welcome to the 2025 Outrageous Pardon Awards. Good Lord! The nominees are criminals. The president is giving them away. Damn it, let's all say this can't be ignored.